Obviously, at the moment, people aren't choosing where they find themselves, but they get to choose how they respond to it. The quality of our relationships is determined by the quality of the conversations we have in them. And I know that's what people are doing. They're playing safe, thinking, I'll just, keep my mouth closed. But when a lot is being asked of us, we need to be asking a lot of others. People settle for a lot less than what they really want, whether it's in their careers, in their relationships, and they don't take on goals that inspire them. Don't let the choices you've made in the past define your future. You get to define who you are and determine what you want out of the future. And I think really the best antidote to fear is action. We are being bombarded daily with reasons why we should be feeling fearful. And that's why it's so important that, one, we are mindful of the very oppressive impact on our lives of living in a mood of fear. Two, that we're really discerning when we're around people and sources that are fear-mongering and causing us to feel fearful. And three, that we're vigilant about which fears we pay heed to. I want to start by sharing with you one of my favourite scenes from The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy has been taken by the Wicked Witch, and her 3 loyal companions are trying to figure out what to do. And the lion steps forward and he says, "All right, I'm going in there for Dorothy. Wicked Witch or no Wicked Witch? Guards or no guards? I'm going in. I'll tear them apart. I might not come out alive, but I'm going in. There's just one thing I want you fellas to do. Talk me out of it." We've all been there, right? You're going to go into your boss's office and you're going to ask for that promotion or that position you really want. You're going to sit down with that person that you've been having some tensions with lately, and you're going to let them know how you really feel and share what you really think. You're going to start that business that you've been thinking about for so long, but you haven't had the courage to take that big leap. There's just one thing that's keeping you from doing it. You're afraid. You're afraid that maybe they'll say no. You're afraid that if you speak up in that meeting, maybe you'll ruffle some feathers, or worse, there could be some confrontation involved. Fear is something that we human beings are born with. No one has ever been born without it. And thank goodness for that, because if we didn't feel fear, we wouldn't even be here today. Our ancestors would have been eaten by saber-toothed tigers so long ago. So courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is action in the presence of it. Nelson Mandela once said, "The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid. It's he or she who conquers that fear." There's 3 key conversations that as human beings we live in and that fear infiltrates, that hold us back. And I'm going to go into each of these in a bit more depth. Descriptive conversations are ones that you use to describe who you are, what's possible for you, the situation at work, how you describe the world around you, how you describe yourself, and what's possible for you ultimately determines your reality and what you do. You know, our stories are created by the conversations we have. There's 2 kinds of conversations, the ones that go in your head, the ones you're having right now where you're thinking, "I really like her accent, I just don't understand what she's saying." And the conversations that we have with others, our speculative conversations, they are about what we see as possible for us, where we're speculating, what can I do? Who can I become? A woman called Lily Tomlin once said, "I always wanted to be somebody. I should have been more specific." Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in the world? Who do you want to be for your colleagues? Who do you want to be in your organisation? Who do you want to be for your family, in your community? What goal could you take on that would really excite you and inspire you? And it's not about whether or not you absolutely know you're going to succeed at it. It's that literally it makes you feel more alive because you've had the guts to say, "I want to go for it." And I remember saying to my mum, "I'd like to be a journalist," and Mum saying, "But darling, you never read the paper." Of course, we never got the paper. But over the years, anyone who aspired to be bigger or better than anybody else was cut down like a tall poppy. We don't need to be asking for permission. We just need to step up and do it. No one is going to give you permission to go after some big lofty goal. No one's going to give you permission to be incredibly fabulous and magnificent and outstanding, like that tall poppy that stands out. You cannot achieve outstanding results in your life, in any area of your life, unless you're prepared to stand out. Finally, there's the action conversations. So action conversations involve you stepping out and saying to others, this is what I want to achieve. In your team, it's about saying, this is what I want for us. Or in my organization, this is what I want, who I want us to be. I want us to be an organization that makes this difference. And if you want to step up and take your life, your business, your career to the next level, there's going to be a whole lot of requests that you need to be making that you're not. And yes, they'll take you outside your comfort zone. They're going to require you to risk the possibility that someone's going to say, no, I'm not giving you the promotion. I thought Dee was excellent today when she said, why is it that so many women earn so much less than men? How much of it is because we don't ask for it? 2.5 years ago, my sister, who is 9 years, I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers. My sister, who's 9 years younger, woke me up in the middle of the night. And Anne rings me up. I answer the phone. Hello? Maggie? Anne, what's up? I'm stressed. I'm stressed about the wedding. I said, oh, honey, everyone gets stressed about weddings. The only thing that matters is that you are going to spend your life with a man that you absolutely love and want to spend your life with. She said, yeah, that's what I'm stressed about. And I said, Anne, well, if you're feeling like that, you can't go forward with it. And she said, oh, but it'll kill me to do this, and it'll kill him. He'll die. I said, Anne, it actually won't kill you, and he won't die. Life will actually go on. And so she called off her wedding, and she pursued a goal she'd long had that she wasn't going to do if she got married. She signed up with Doctors Without Borders. 3 months later, she's on a plane into Darfur, where she was thrown into running a 60-bed hospital on her own. She's a doctor. She said, you know, Margie, calling off that wedding was the most difficult thing I ever had to do. She said, but what I've realized from that experience is that I can do anything. If I could do that, and I think so often we underestimate what we're capable of. I know when I looked at changing careers, I used to be in marketing in the corporate world. And then I started looking at coaching, and I actually went back to study psychology, and then I heard about coaching. And when I was starting to think about having a coaching practice, all that would come up for me was, well, who are you to be a coach? But what I really realized was, that's going to run my life. And one day I'm going to look back when I'm 80 years old and go, you know what, you should have given it a go. Fear regret more than you fear failure. And when you can really get to the core of it, then it loses its power. So having clarity about what it is I really want. What is it I really want my team to look like? What is it I really want my marriage to look like? What is it I really want for myself in my sense of well-being? Saying, oh, I just want to be like happier. I just want to feel like better. I just want to, like, exactly what would it take for you to feel happier? I just want to be like more successful at work. Well, exactly what does that look like? What position, if you're in a big company, what position is that? What is it that you need to do that calls for courage, that is going to have you stepping up to another level, that is going to make you feel a far deeper sense of contribution? Mother Teresa was a woman of great faith. She often was afraid. She had deep sense of inadequacy in her ability to create the change and make the impact she wanted. And she had a poem. She wrote many things, but one of them, I want to just leave you with the last verse of it because it's, to me, a powerful one. It's what I finished my book with. Give the world the best you've got, and it may not be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. Thank you.